who's been the best player in Japan? Because it's one of the most storied regions of all time for a good reason, because it's the best region. They have the best players. They got the most players. But, people always want to say, Daigo, the GOAT. I fully agree with you. I mean, I'm going to stop you before you go into Daigo GOAT mode real quick. But we all, it doesn't even need to be said. But I think there's something to be said about who's hot right now. Right? Yeah. Like, I think in the FGC in general, we're very slow to give people credit because we like to see a large body of work before we acknowledge players' skill. But we're heading into the CPT top 8 for Japan too. And I think it's worth mentioning, worth talking about who right now is the best player in Japan.
We have to say that right now the most informed players that I've seen have been Kawano and Higuchi. My man's Guile, Higuchi's Guile is out of this world. He's 7-0s Itabashi at Topanga League. And he makes it all the way to grand finals of it, where he went up against the other player that we're going to talk about here. But, especially him playing like this right now, when Guile is at one of his weakest iterations. But Higuchi is putting in this work without a super elite character, extremely informed. So he's definitely one of the best, or one of the most informed. But as far as, Kawano, bro, I mean, come on, bro. I don't know what you think about Colleen, but she's not OP or nothing like that to take away from.
I wouldn't say,
Kawano's.
I wouldn't say she's top 5. No, but you're right. I mean, I don't care. I also don't care if he was using the most broken character in the game. If you're Kawano and you win Topanga League and you win EVO Online back-to-back, you could be using Season 3 Abigail for all I care. You're the best player in the region right now. Because that's my vote for it. Well, he does have... what I would love to see is him overcome a few roadblocks, because in CPT season, the first one for 2021 in Japan, he lost pretty badly to Momochi, right? That may have been a style issue. Did
Momochi use Ryu?
Ryu. He brought him back to old school street.
His ass up.
That was kind of like, father versus son kind of right there. Like, hey, welcome to basic Street Fighter. He definitely neutred him up. I'm not saying Kawano doesn't have a great neutral. He definitely does, but it was just like a reminder of like, hey, I've been doing this I've been around the block, and I know how to depress a few normals. I knew how to low forward a little bit in Fireball. So I would love to see him maybe beat a Momochi or Tokido, because those are the two guys I see take sets off Kawano, even in the Topanga League, because those are round robin. You can still lose sets and win the event, which he did. So I would love to see him overcome those two. I think if he can beat those two players and get a few of those other like top tier names under his belt, because he's beating like everybody else. Like most of the top Japanese players you can think of, he's beating them in tournament sets. If he can take those two guys on and win the CPT, oh, that is a story and a half. He's the name to respect in Japan in 2021 if you can do that.